I've made a video response to this question previously, but I figured it's about time I do it again. So you wanted to know what are some of the worst things that adults have done or said? I've been doing this for now 34 years, and man, I've heard and seen some crazy things. I've been at events where two adults got in a fist fight over whose kid was next in line. Like, I'm not even talking like in line or out of line, and no, but like it was going to be one kid and then the other kid, and I had two parents getting in a fist fight, like boom, blows to the face over whose kid was next in line. That's crazy. I've also been at events where I've had someone like try to throw their drink at me, and unfortunately, I'm fast. I was able to dodge, like Neo in the Matrix, and like I saw their coffee cup. But yeah, I've had people try to throw a drink at me because they didn't think I was twisting fast enough. Which, like, if you throw a coffee cup at me, that's not going to speed it up. Like, I don't know what you're thinking. But that was kind of crazy. I've had, over the years that I've been doing this, I've had, people trying to hit on me and say some very, like, people are bold, man. But I've had people say some very inappropriate innuendo stuff, or just straight up vulgar, pickup lines or something, and all genders. I've gotten it from, gay guys as well as straight women. And, but yeah, I've had people, say some really inappropriate pickup line type stuff, which makes me just really uncomfortable, especially now that I'm happily married. Like, it's just weird to, I don't get it as much now because people see the ring. But when I was single, I just get a lot of weird, like, pickup line type stuff. And I've heard it all. Like, some people got no shame. They were just, they just put it all out there, right? And just, anyway. So I'm trying to think what else. I've had people cuss me out. I've had people, just try and chew me out or make me feel guilty, or the worst one, the passive aggressive, where they're talking down to you, but they're not doing it to your face, right? They're doing it to their kid, but it's like directed at you. So here's what I mean. Like, I've had like parents, and it's actually normally not, it's a mixture of parents and grandparents that do this, but like, they'll be like, oh, and it's usually when they come up at the very end, and I've been twisting balloons for hours. They could have gotten in line for hours. They made the decision that they didn't want to wait in line. That's fine. I'll be honest. I have a kid now. I'll be straight up honest. I love doing balloons. I'm glad that people want to wait in line for my balloons. But my son is not waiting in line for balloons. Like, if we go someplace, I'm not waiting in an hour-long line for balloons. I'm happy that people want to wait in an hour-long line for my balloons, but they don't have to, right? So anyway, I'll have these events where the line's really long, and this family will choose not to wait in line. Then they want to come up at the end after I've closed my line and I'm packing up, and they're like, oh, can you make us just one more? Make us just one more. And I'll be like, ooh, I'm really sorry. I have to go. I'm done, And instead of just saying anything to me, they turn to the child and they say, he said he doesn't want to make you anymore. I'm sorry, he's being a meanie. What? That's not what I said. I didn't say I didn't want to. I'm done. Like, you can use that opportunity as a parent or grandparent to explain to your kid, hey, I'm really sorry that we're not able to get a balloon, but you know how you didn't want to wait in line and you wanted to play? So you have to make decisions in life, and you chose to do that instead of this, right? That's a great opportunity to teach your kid a life lesson. But instead, you want to pin it on me and be like, he's a big old meanie. He doesn't want to make you a balloon. He hates you. Like, so I get that passive aggressive stuff a lot. But yeah, no, I've gotten weird things all across the board from people who really like me, like really, really like me too much, or people who are really angry at me, not because I did anything to deserve their anger, but just because they're having a bad day and I'm there, and and they just want someone to take it out on. So I'm like, okay, come on, I can take it. But yeah, no, like, it's usually my biggest headaches at events, my worst moments at events are not kids, it's adults.